This is going to be a let's play of World of Warcraft Vanilla server. It's a private server called Vanilla Dream. It's a PvP server, and I'm going to have a friend of mine playing it with me. So what I'm doing right now is I'm taking my Tauren Druid over to the starting place for Undead, because he's going to be a Undead Rogue, and I thought that would be a pretty good combination because this is a PvP server and there's probably going to be lots of ganking as we're leveling up. So I just thought it would be a good idea because we can both use stealth. And this is obviously me on my way to the starting place for the Undead. This is so much more different from the current World of Warcraft. So I've got everything set to full. It'd be pretty embarrassing if I couldn't have it in full. This is an old game. I've got it so the music's looped because I think the music's one of the best things about the game. I've got my action bars out. I wonder how this is going to go. I think I remember playing on a different private server at one point, and there were just tons of dead bodies outside Stormwind, and there was just some level 60 horde guy just hanging out there. I think this will make for an interesting Let's Play. Oh shit. This is a great start. Oh god, I should be careful. Oh god, this could be really bad. What the fuck am I doing? Shit, I'm a bit worried. Ah, that's like an announcement then from the server owners. I don't think they would have that in the original game. Oh god, this is a bit scary. I was wondering if there was a way to make it so that I could have the view distance further back. There must be a console command or something that wasn't added in these menus or anything yet. No worries, I can always just go on the internet and figure that out later on. What I'm looking into doing is changing the button that's got auto move on, because I don't really want it to be a... Oh shit. Okay, he's gonna help me. I don't want it to be the numlock key. Okay, let's just get this figured out. There it is. Shit. There. if there's a flight guy in this village or not. Look at him. Level 8. That's where you buy your mounts. Oh. Oh, and of course they're expensive.
Well then.
80. Oh Christ. Well, the earliest I played the game at was it was only level 70. It was the beginning of Burning Crusade that I was playing, and at that time the regular mounts were about 40 gold, and back then that was quite hard for me to get as well. But 85 gold just for regular. Wow, this is going to be insane. And I just realised the flight paths, you only discover them as you go to these different places and you have to connect them together. So this is going to be really hard. I'm going to have to go to Thunderbluff and take the Zeppelin to Orgrimmar, and I think from there they've got a Zeppelin that takes me to Undersea. Actually, you know what, I don't think it's going to be that hard. Let's just try and maneuver past these two. It's going to be hard. Oh fuck. It's because I'm such a low level and these ones are higher than me, so the aggro range is probably quite big. Oh fuck, this is really bad. Oh god, I think I'm gonna die. Yeah. So the time is a little off. It's about, it's almost 5 o'clock here, so it's an hour faster than us. I wonder what part of America this server is located in, because I'm from the UK. You can probably tell from my ridiculous accent. Oh god, this could be bad. I think I'm just going to die again. Look at this. Oh man. Oh. Hopefully this is going to be the hardest part of the game, just fucking getting there. This isn't recommended. As soon as I get to the undead starting zone, that's going to be the end of this video. And then the next one, my friend's going to have a microphone as well, and then from then on we're both going to get to level 60 hopefully. We'll see how things go. I don't think he's going to be able to play that much because he's kind of got a life. This was a terrible idea. I think this would be a good let's play for people to watch so that they can know how not to play the game. least I got the chance to kill something. I think by the time we get to the undead starting zone, I would have gone up a level. Just from exploring places. It's a bit strange how all of a sudden when I come over to Thunderbluff the rain just completely stops. No idea what the hell that is. Oh, that looks cool. I think I remember that from the original game. Or Burning Crusade. So, in vanilla World of Warcraft, it looks like there was no way to make it so that in the chat you can have the colour of people's classes when they talk. But that's not really a problem anyway, I'll just shift click their names. I don't know why the hell I'm going to the Flight Master, because that's a waste of time. Well, actually no, it's not a waste of time. I may as well explore the place. If for whatever reason I need to come back here.
What brings you here?
What? Whoa, that's a... It was disappearing. I'm actually wondering if there is a Zeppelin in Thunderbluff that takes me to Orgrimmar yet. The best way to find out would be to ask a guard.
Hail.
So it looks like there isn't one. God, this is going to be absolute hell. So, I'm going to have to go through the Barrens. Oh my god, the Barrens. The Barrens is fucking huge. I'm going to have to walk through all of that to Durotar, to Orgrimmar. I know for a fact that there's a Zeppelin there that takes you to Undercity, so... Jesus Christ, this is going to be hell. Not very much planning went into this, as you can see. I've just wasted a whole bunch of time going to Thunderbluff for a Zeppelin that doesn't even exist yet. level 60 guy. Yeah, I'm not falling for that. If the moment I got there, the elevator would go down and I would die. So basically I really struggled against some of these mobs here, and they were only level 9. Now let's place in the Barons. As far as I can remember, in the old days, the maximum level there was something like 20, so they're basically just gonna fucking one-shot me. My god. And I don't think it helps, because I know that by the time the druids get to level 10 and they get their forms, or maybe it's not even level 10, maybe it's higher than that in vanilla WoW. I know that by the time they get their forms, their stats increase by a lot. Or maybe that's Burning Crusade. It might be this version as well. And I think I'm going to follow the rogue this time. Let's join this guy's guild. Let's see what this guild is like then. How do we... Oh god. I think that's where I died last time. I want to be fucking careful because the aggro range is going to be ridiculous. And it's especially going to be ridiculous in the Barons. Oh god, I think I'm going to die again. Just barely get away from... Oh man. Well, a lot of people are getting invited. I guess there is no button down here to check out your guild then. I guess it's just a social tab. Oh yeah, I think that was in the version that I was playing as well. And wow, this is so much different. I was always used to playing Cataclysm. Things just look so much different here. So how many... So there aren't any level 60s. This guy may have made the guild just a couple of minutes before I was invited. Who knows? Not to be big-headed or anything, but maybe if this series continues to go on, maybe 50 episodes, 30 minutes per video, I could make it pretty big. Maybe this guild could be really popular. This guy's inviting people all over the place. always wondered what that little glitch was a long time ago. When you kind of jump, you see the way and it kind of all drops down at the same time. It looks kind of strange. You see that? I always wondered what the hell that was about. You can especially notice it when you're on a mountain, you're going up and down hills and stuff. This is going to be pretty interesting. Going through here. These ones are friendly. Attack. Oh my god. What a terrible start. So basically I've just wasted maybe 10 minutes walking over to Thunderbluff to find out that the Zeppelin wasn't introduced into the game yet. So now I'm on my way to the Barrens, where I'm probably going to get one-shotted by a bunch of level 20 mobs. And I'm not sure if there's like a faction imbalance on this server. There might be more Alliance players than the Horde. And if that's the case, they're probably going to be all over the shop, just ganking people. What the hell kind of chance am I going to stand at level 1? It should be entertaining nonetheless. If anything good came out of this, at least my defense rating went up. Defense skill, not waiting. Just from fucking taking a pounding from a bunch of mobs. I remember reading somewhere that there's only one graveyard in this entire place. That must be hell. If I take a look at it, I'm walking in the right angle, but look how slow it's moving. It's going to take me ages. I wouldn't blame anyone who's watching, or if anyone's actually watching at all, to just go ahead and skip. Or better yet, just not watch the video at all because I'm shit. I'm enjoying myself though. I do like the old version of World of Warcraft better. If anything good came of Cataclysm, it's that the old memories and stuff are gone. And when they're gone, that's when you miss them. That's when you remember them. Fuck me, he's level 18 and he's probably level 20, I can't even see what level he is. I wonder if someone would be willing to... Well, let's take a look and see if there's any mages in the guild. High enough level to give me a teleport. I don't even know how it works. No, there are no mages. No mages in the guild at all. Oh yes, and of course you can hide the minimap thing, which is a pretty pointless feature. I don't know why anyone would want to do that. Oh fuck, that's a bunch of elites. See if I can just And they're kind of lodged together. Oh fuck! I'm gonna die. They're gonna kill me. Look at this. Oh shit! I think I even remember that pack from Burning Crusade. They might have had the elite taken out of them. Heard a bunch of stuff about how the leveling aspect kind of demanded the use of playing with other people instead of by yourself, which is one of the main things that made the game much better than it is today. Of course now they've converted over to casual gamers because people, I don't know what they were thinking. For some reason they decided to make quantity more important than quality. The people who were terrible at this game far outpaced the people who were good at it, and with that you have more money. They're just a bunch of sellouts really, and it's a big shame. This is going to be an interesting experience for me because I played on a vanilla World of Warcraft server before, a private one of course, but the weights were completely different. It wasn't as Blizz-like as this one seems to be. I've heard some really good things about this one. That's where I died, I think. No, I died over there. That's someone else who died. He must have died by those mobs as well. Those mobs were clearly intended for more than one person. And that goes without saying. So I think that's an outpost for the crossroads. Oh, actually, I think the crossroads might be up here somewhere. So I think I've spent about 18 minutes playing now since I got to Thunderbluff, or more than that obviously, because so it's taken me 18 minutes to get from Mogard just to here. I remember in Thunderbluff I said, oh, I don't think it's going to take as long as I thought it would, but Jesus Christ, I'm starting to eat those words now. I'm a bit surprised though, because I've only managed to die once. Hopefully I didn't jinx that. And I think just up ahead, that's the crossroads. And Jesus Christ, I really should have talked to the flight master at camp Tario. I'll make sure to do that from now on though. I'm not sure what professions I would use. I think I'll do leather working and maybe skinning as well. That's a good combination for me, I think. I don't know if in vanilla World of Warcraft you get these special perks for when you do your professions. And what I mean by that is in the version of World of Warcraft that I played, once you level that up, like skinning for instance, I think it gives you a better critical strike chance or something. That's what I'm talking about. I don't know if it does that in vanilla World of Warcraft. There's quite a lot about World of Vanilla that I don't know about. It's really strange because I used to play the hell out of World of Warcraft. I used to be a connoisseur. I don't think there was very much about the game that I didn't know about, but for me this is completely new ground. I'm looking forward to it. So there's the flight path guy.
Blood and thunder.
I had lots of fond memories playing Burning Crusade. I know for a fact that I got World of Warcraft the day that Burning Crusade came out, so I think that must have been the 25th of February. I know that it came out in January, the Burning Crusade, in other countries, but I think it may have been delayed quite a bit for it to come out in this country. That's the wrong way. And it looks like the level's gone down a little bit, not that it makes much of a difference. I'll still get my ass handed to me if anyone comes too close. I think the first ever character I made, oh actually no, it was the first character I ever made. It was a warrior, a human warrior. I got him to about level 8, but then I gave up because I thought the game was stupid. And then, like a couple months later, I got back into it again, made a priest. His name was also NA Predator. I got him to about level 22 before I gave up and quit again. And then, by now my first warrior has been gone, so I made a second one called Zerlong, who I still have, and I got him to level 70, who was my first one. And once I got there I had no clue what I was doing. For some reason I thought that doing PvP to get the PvP gear was what I needed to do the dungeons, raids and stuff, so I just did a bunch of that in a really crappy, terrible spec. I have no idea what it was. But it was terrible. And I remember when I got him to level 60, for some reason I was really obsessed with the look of the Grand Marshal Claymore sword. So I worked my ass off to get that. It took me a really long time. I got like 10,000 kills in Arathi Basin. No, Alterac Valley, mainly. In about a week. 10,000 kills in just 1 week. I used to have no life at all. I still don't really. And I used that sword to level myself from 60 to 70. Because I didn't know the difference. I didn't know what weapons were better. I was absolutely terrible at the game at the time. I still enjoyed it nonetheless. I remember a really embarrassing moment when I was leveling that character up, or it might have been a different one. No, it was definitely this one, I remember now. It was in 1,000 Needles. Somewhere along here. There. I saw a blood elf, and it was a female blood elf. She wasn't high enough to kill this elite mob that was there, but I was, just barely. So I kind of waved at her. She was just staring at me and I was doing a little dance. And I kind of decided to show off a little bit and try and take this mob on by myself. And just as I was about to kill it, this blood elf, she was a hunter, she started attacking me, killed me, and took that mob for itself. for herself. And I was a little kid back then. I was really pissed off. I tried to come back, but then she was nowhere to be found. I never saw her again. Christ. And then there was this one time I was when I got to level 70 on my warrior, there was a group looking for a tank for a dungeon, a heroic dungeon, and I just had these two. I don't remember what the swords were called, but they're the PvP swords. They've got that purple glow. I just had two of them on, and I was supposed to be tanking. They were like, "What the hell is this guy doing? He doesn't even have a shield," and that was pretty humiliating. I don't think it was very long after that I decided to make another druid. Well, no, this was my first druid. He was a horde character. The reason I had him initially was because I thought that the reason I kept losing in these battlegrounds were because there were more horde players on the server than there were alliance. So that was my justification for just going through all the effort of making a new character on a different side, only to find out that it was actually just because I was in random battlegrounds, probably against organised ones, so it was just the same thing. And I also didn't realise that you could do battlegrounds with different realms, so it didn't make any difference at all. The server I'm on, or the server I was on, the alliance on that one were the majority. Oh god, I'm gonna die again. I think I've lost count. I think I had about... Oh, you know what, I may as well just release here. I'm not going to get red sickness, and my weapons are terrible anyway. What was I saying again? I forgot. Oh, I think I was done talking about how I made my horde character, yeah. I was still terrible at the game, but I still made some really good progress with him. He was a tank, and I became good enough to do Karazhan. The guild was called Ragnarok, and that guild is still there. Lots of good memories. Of course we were on Vent, all the works. It's not long now until we're there. It's really strange how things are just suddenly appearing and disappearing. Shadows. Don't know if that's intentional, if that was the way it was. Let's take a look at the who list then to see what kind of people we've got on the server. As far as I recall, the who list is the maximum amount of players, well, horde side obviously, on the server. So if that's true, that would mean there's only 49 horde players on the server. unless I'm using it wrong. So this is the old Orgrimmar. The flight path thing, Zeppelin thing's over there, but I just want to come in here quickly for nostalgia reasons. I think the old Orgrimmar looks much cooler. Maybe I'll see a whole bunch of level 60s outside. There's the Zeppelin. No, not outside, I mean just outside the auction house. Oh, I leveled up. There's one. Don't think I'm going to find very many with the epic mount because 1,000 gold back then was fuck tons at the time. Wow. Of course now that's the place where we've got where the war chief is. That guy must be famous. He's got the best mount. And this is the auction house. I don't think we would find very much stuff on here. That's the bracers that you get from Black Rock Molten Core, I mean. So all in all, there were only 2,649 items on the auction house. Wow, this guy looks cool. Keep forgetting that you have to go like this on here. I don't remember the Crusader enchant looking like that. Oh, that's cool. So that's the tier 1 warrior set. Oh, he just disappeared. Maybe he went offline or something. Wow, this guy looks cool. He's got quite a lot of the set. I don't remember if that's tier 1 or tier 2. What the hell? Oh, that's strange. So you have to be closer to him to be able to see what the items are. That's a cool looking set. Well, I'm just going to get the flight path and then I'm going to be on my way. I remember that guy. You could do something to kill him whenever you get past him. It decreases your rep with the Cenarian circle, if I remember. People would do that all the time. Oh, and there's one more thing I want to check out. I might be able to remember his name. know, I think it's just one of those things that you can only remember if you see it. I'm going to start kicking myself though, because he's quite famous in Orgrimmar. He's in here. Well, there's a bunch of skeletons, so I could only assume that they've been fighting him. Basically, there was a mob for pickpocketing. It was a rogue thing inside that building, and he was really low level, so people would kill him all the time, which is obviously what happened because he's not there. Unless he was introduced in Burning Crusade. Back then he was a really low, well, to the minimum Burning Crusade he was a really low level until Cataclysm, when he was made into someone really powerful.
Lothar! Go forth to victory!
Off to Undercity. By the way, sorry if my voice sounds kind of off. My throat kind of feels a bit sore.
What do you need? Thrall, halt!
This guy's inviting people like crazy. So it looks like you can't use the scroll wheel in the chat. That's a bit annoying. Wow, this is a bit crazy. Oh, never mind. Oh, it's still a bit crazy nonetheless. Because not long ago this guy only had like 16 players and now he's got double that. This guy must have made the guild very shortly after he invited me in. Lots of people out here. I highly doubt that the maximum horde players online right now is just 49 people. It must be more than that. So far I haven't seen any Alliance players. Just one level 60 Alliance player would be enough to kill all of us. Or maybe not him, I'm not sure about that guy, that's a level 60, I didn't realise. Oh, and he's a level 62. Maybe not then. Just completely forget what I said. 20 gold. could have been a bad idea. Not so bad because I'm just outside the starting zone for the undead. This is only if my friend is interested in making this Let's Play with me, but nonetheless I'm going to upload this video anyway, because why the hell not? I hope that he does, because I think this should be really interesting. Just something good that we could do together, I guess. We don't really play very much games together anymore. This is one of the only ones that I would want to play together with someone. I'm not very competitive, which might be a bit of a strange saying, seeing as I'm playing World of Warcraft. Lots of funny memories here. I remember when I had Zerlong, my warrior. I had him at level 20, and I just had him parked outside the entrance to the starting place for the undead. About here, to be exact. I killed this guy. Barely, because I was level 20 or something. I just had him parked right here, and I was waiting for them to leave. And they were all attacking me because they didn't know what they were just noobs. They didn't know what they were doing. And I was hiding behind the trees, just waiting for them to come. God, I love ganking people. Looks like everything is about my level now. I don't even know how many quests I'd be able to accept here. Some of them will be exclusive to just the undead. But hopefully my level progression will kind of just be fair. If my friend does decide to play, I'll do those quests with him that I can't do anyway. And it won't matter that much because I'm a higher level than him right now anyway. I'm pretty sure I should be able to accept some quests here. Not sure how many though. Well, so far things aren't looking good. Oh, that's one quest in there. Maybe that's how it starts out. You finish one quest and then unlock a bunch of other ones. Yeah, I remember that. I have to put a stop to that and make it so it's quick. There. Coming closer to the start of the undead starting zone now. Good, so it looks like I can pick up the very first quest.
What is it?
It's a bit strange, they're talking to me like I'm an undead. That's a bit strange. I wonder how he died down there. Ah. Wonder what he was doing down there. He was level 6. So this is going to be the start. This is the start place for if my friend does decide to play. I'm going to tell him to roll Undead Rogue. That way both of us will have stealth abilities like I said at the start. I think that'll be a pretty good combination. And because I'm a druid, I'll be able to throw him a couple of heals every now and then if it looks like he's about to die. I'm not sure what we're going to do. Even if we do manage to get ourselves to level 60, which will take a long time because he kind of had a life. I was thinking maybe we would just get to level 60 and gank a bunch of people in stealth or something. Take over a couple of villages, I don't know, do some PvP. I doubt we'll do any raids, we might do some dungeons. Maybe we can try and two-man some dungeons that are equivalent to our levels. A bit of skill involved. I don't think we'll be able to do it though, to be honest, but it'll be fun to try anyway. I think that's about it guys. Thanks for watching. Hopefully my friend will agree to do this Let's Play with me.